At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy, and today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's awesome. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers return team will have that offense backed up. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. He finds his man, and this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Finds his man. Makes the catch and knocked down. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for a deep man. What a snag by the defense. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jackson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Trying to get to it. He's got it. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll lead the offense out. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Minnesota! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to move it through the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On second down, looking again to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Irvin. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The offense starts with a short field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Line getting set on second down. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Hit as he throws. Oh, picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll give it to the back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground, he's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The inside handoff. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap. creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabs it in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. On the move to his left. He lobs one high down the left side.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to correct.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seen ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Bruins line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive.
Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. Line gets set. 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Rousseau. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. On second down, he'll fire. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Getting some heat. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time. Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Golden Gophers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
He's looking to throw on third and short. Quick strike complete. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Slips through the line. Tries to find a little more running room on that. Stopped at the 36. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Pollard, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. Now the play fake. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
He's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Plows through the defense. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Bruins are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Bruins have taken it inside the 20. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quickly complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! And that one will give them the lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Going for the return. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Finds a man in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Keeps looking downfield. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Yeah, and a nice job on 3rd down, managing the situation, understanding what I needed to get. Nice job reading the defense, handing the ball off, and the running back knowing I got to get to those first down markers and get that first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
Man, that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Coming after it. Got it set up on the outside. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Bruins will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football, I got the lead, the clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense, have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards. I'll make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Going up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man downfield. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing your football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Snags it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's not going to get there. Stops short on fourth down. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Golden Gophers enter the final minute with the lead. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Brings it in down the left side. And he breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. Pulls it in. It's Irvin. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Feeling some heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Snaps it in the shotgun. That's caught. It's Irvin. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. He's got it on the left. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! There is time on the clock. If there is time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop him. But I would argue, Reese, you can't just take a knee. You take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. One more play to pad the stats. And back to the air on second down. And down he goes back at the 3. Guys,